the Marcantonnio Colonna, a brand new Tier 8 Italian battleship that I've been having a ton of fun in. It has 8 15-inch guns that actually have decent accuracy for once, as well as semi-armor piercing secondaries. Along with this, it has a long-lasting exhaust smoke generator, meaning that this ship can put some insane pressure on enemy teams at medium and close ranges. Unfortunately, this ship's armor is pretty mediocre, but the surprisingly good mobility kind of makes up for it. Like I said, I've been really enjoying the ship, so I figured I'd show it off for you today. Here's my equipment and captain build for reference. I don't know why you're going that way, Seattle, but hey, you do you. That, yeah, it looks like the turrets can all rotate 360 on that, which is nice. Talked about that in my Allende matchup. Not sure why this Minnesota thinks it's rigged. We're in tier 10, by the way, so yeah, I'm right there with you, Shima. My guess is the Minnesota's running one of those mods that let you see the win rates of everyone, and like maybe he's basing it off of our team has a lot better win rated people than them. That's my guess. Either that or he's just kind of crazy. Could be one of the two. But yeah, we're taking out the Colonna. This thing is... I mean, I've only played... what? 5, 6 battles, something like that in this so far. But it's really fun. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. I mean, I knew going in, like, what it was. It's like the Ferruccio hull, but with semi-armor piercing secondaries. I don't know how, like, these specific secondary guns compare to the ones on the Ferruccio. I'm assuming these are, like, this has different, like, a different gun layout. It's not just these shoot semi-armor piercing compared to the Ferruccio, which has normal, like, HE shells. But, let's see. Be nice if I can get a hit on that Bazan. Just to get some chip damage on it. Doesn't look like the case though. And I think also, I guess to finish the point on the on these, I'm pretty sure these are different. They're obviously much better. They feel more in line with a Napoli than than anything else, which is nice. And having I don't think these are the exact same as the Napoli in terms of performance, but it feels very similar to how the Napoli performs secondary-wise. And having that at tier 8 is insane, because these secondaries are really nice. Not at this distance, unfortunately. I need to get a bit closer. Should also probably get a drink of water after the end of this match. I just had dinner, and I like had some drinks there, but like my throat's still a little scratchy. I don't know. But anyway, also for the main guns on this obviously does not get semi-armor piercing. It just gets the normal HE and AP layout for battleship. But I think it does get normal battleship accuracy compared to the god-awful accuracy that most that the tech tree Italian battleships get, because those are just terrible. Because I feel like I haven't had too many bad experiences with the shells. Like, there's definitely an occasional salvo here and there. But overall, these guns just feel normal, which is nice. Because while I like the semi-armor piercing on the tech tree shells, or the tech tree ships, the accuracy is so bad. This might be a little bit of a problem, because I immediately started turning away right when I got spotted. Hi there, Alvaro. See if I can at least get a hit or two on you with anything really, because that has a lot of health for a destroyer. All right, I got one hit. I got to try and save the Shima. Fortunately, it's gonna get out of my secondary range, but yeah, the Neptune is annoying because it's obviously very easy to kill as a super light cruiser. Like one salvo from my guns could just wipe it off the face of the earth. It just has a lot of torpedoes, so I don't really want to get too close to it. I also don't want to just sail up that direction. I may have my exhaust smoke, my get out of jail free card essentially, but I don't really want to put myself in like a crossfire between the Bazan and the Neptune in terms of torpedoes. All right, Neptune is running smoke and not radar, which is good to know. Yeah, I always, whenever I see a super light cruiser, I always really want to just remove it from existence if I'm playing a battleship. So, especially since it's over here on this flank. It's something that I want to get rid of. Fortunately, now he's spotted. So not sure. I'm gonna have to pop smoke soon. Actually, I'm gonna turn and deal with the Hindenburg. I'm gonna kind of present an opportunity to the Minnesota and North Carolina. I actually kind of want to shoot that North Carolina now. That's a double fire. How much? What's the range on those torps? Those are 13.5, so I'm still well within the danger zone of the Bazan torps. I'm gonna turn I can certainly shoot at that Hindenburg, but it's just gonna be really hard to actually hit it consistently. And I was gonna try and go for that North Carolina, but I guess I was the only one spotting him, so I guess instead I might try and go for the Neptune, because he's steaming around here. And he's still spotted, so don't mind if I do. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. We love that. We love that a lot. Perfect. Alright, now we can scurry away. Get set on fire. No idea what that Minnesota's doing. I think he just kind of rage quit. That might hurt. That hurt a lot. Okay, well, it's going really well, and then it wasn't. I am going to not shoot my guns at the moment and wait for my heal to come back, because I have 719 HP. Well, at least I got the one clip. I hit a clip. Got the dev strike on a very easy cruiser to dev strike. And that's also going to be a problem, but I do at least have my heal back. So let's run away from the very angry destroyer, because I can certainly get up close to it and melt it with my secondaries, but I would probably die in the process. So let's go to B instead. Okay, Minnesota, you are not helping your case by sailing to the edge of the map, where I'm assuming you are. Let's see. Yamato is looking this way. Might be time to back up and hopefully not die. Let's do 2 shells that way. Try and get the Yamato cheek armor or just miss. Let's just melt him with secondaries instead, because that can certainly work. I can actually use my secondaries for once this match. Once my smoke gets off cooldown, I'll push him and just have the Jaeger spot. That Yamato does shoot at the Jaeger. Okay, now let's go forward. That Jaeger can just eat all the Bremen torps. I don't know why the Jaeger... I mean, I guess it makes sense the Jaeger's shooting at him because the Yamato's almost dead. Now it is dead. But yeah, no, that was a little dangerous for the Jaeger. But in the end, he got away with it. Let's see. How broadside is this Nevsky? Very broadside, actually. Let's see. Can I... Ooh, wow! That actually worked. I was not expecting that. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, the guns are actually pretty nice on this ship. Especially if I broadside cruisers. I just need to not show broadside to a North Carolina and take like 30k damage in one salvo, and things would go even better. But hey, this was pretty easy romp here, even if I feel like I didn't do too much. But two easy claps on some cruisers. That was about it. And the Minnesota... Unfortunately, the Minnesota has actually pretty good concealment, so it's going to be hard to find that ship, but... I mean, he's obviously taking himself out of the fight. I'm just going to throw that out there, because, like, you can complain about the game all you want, but, like, at least try and play it, and don't just rage at your team. Because it doesn't make it fun for either team, because, like, now we have to go and find him at the edge of the map. It's like, sure, it's free damage, but it's still kind of annoying. Alright, there's the Immelman. Let's do that. Oh, he's over there. Oh, he's just... okay, he's parked over there. But I can get more damage instead on the Immelman because it's easier to Citadel. Unfortunately, we're probably going to win before we can kill both of them. But I could probably get 1 or 2 more salvos off. I might actually switch over to the Minnesota just because it's sitting flat and broadside compared to the Immelman, who is turning away. Because it is a tier 10 carrier, so that means it does have more of an armored deck. And so yeah, it's like compared to the broadside shot that I had on it earlier, this was... It was easier to just get some damage on the Minnesota, even if I can't exactly Citadel it, because it's got good Citadel protection. So let's just punish the Minnesota again for being salty for... Again, no idea why. I got nothing. But hey, that was a pretty... Actually, it was better than I expected, salvo-wise. Also, yeah, the AA on this thing is not very good. So... Yeah, I'm very glad the Immelman did not focus me, because I would have died a lot sooner. But yeah, there we go. Well done, team. Kearsarge looked like it had a pretty good round. That was not exactly the most eventful match of all time, but I had two pretty good salvos there. Let's see. I got third. There we go. Right, going from bottom tier to top tier here, and now we're on one of the new maps, Sunset Isles. Like, newest in terms of release date. I don't remember exactly which patch it was that this map got released, but it's one of the newest maps in the game. I think it's pretty divisive on if people like it or not. I don't mind it too much. I kind of like having lots of islands, and this is one of the maps with the most islands on it. So yeah, we get pretty nice matchmaking, all things considered. Not too many destroyers. Obviously, the submarine and the Kaga, not not something I really want to deal with, especially if the Kaga comes over here. So that is very good torpedo bombers that I don't really want to deal with. But I mean, I at least have some islands to hide around. It's really that Kaga is probably going to ruin my day, and an otherwise pretty favorable matchup going on here. Looks like a lot of the team is going away from this side, though. Oh, it's a lighthouse over there. Hi there, Sinop. You have pretty weak side armor. Let's see if I can get some good damage on you. It's a very good ship, but does have pretty weak side armor, so I can do that. Of course, the Kaga's coming back over. Just wants to get more of my ship for some reason. Might be time to do that. Just don't want to deal with the Kaga. Force him to go somewhere else. And problem is, it's gonna... Oh no, it didn't fly. That's a little surprising. Okay. Might actually turn around. Just... Ooh, wow, actually dodge it. Nice. Because as much as I want to try and push up against those guys, I don't want to overextend too much, and I might, especially if the team's not really coming this direction, and I don't want to overexpose myself too much to the Kaga, who seems very interested in just focusing me this whole game, which I'm not a fan of. Ouch. Well, this is very riveting gameplay, I know. Yep, another full squadron of torpedo bombers. I'm just gonna leave. Actually,
La nostra squadra è in vantaggio. Fornire fuoco di supporto contraereo.
I don't normally mind carriers all that much. This is just ridiculous, though. It's like, at least he's focusing just me and no one else on the team, but it's still just like come on, man. There's a whole other flank that is getting destroyed, by the way. And you're just not helping your team at all over there. Oh, look, he's finally going off of the torpedo bombers. He's used enough of them. Turrets might hurt. And I overshot. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously because the Kaga's like right over here. He's focusing me so much, but like, you can go against other ships as well, my guy. You don't have to just focus me. Not even doing a ton of damage to me either. Obviously, that's gonna hurt. No idea where their sub is, by the way. Don't even know if it's on this flank or not. And I mean, at this point, we're completely destroying them. Like, we annihilated the other flank, so it's just kind of stalling out time here. So I can spend, you know, another 45 seconds in my smoke just farming secondary damage on the turrets. I'm okay with that. Do kind of want to get around the island and shoot the Kaga. That would be fun. Like, my smoke's going to run out before that happens, but it would be kind of fun if I was able to get rid of the Kaga. Avenge all the health that I've lost. Yeah, this is the peak Colonna gameplay right here, is spending a minute in smoke just farming secondary damage on a ship that can't do anything to you. Alright, problem is it's going to run out here, and I'm going to show broadside to the other Colonna. So okay, so out there, now I shoot, and okay, at least that Colonna is not looking my direction. Oh, hi there, Sinop.
Hi.
Right over there. Okay. That's probably going to kill me, I would assume. Yeah. Oh, well. Hopefully the team wins. I might have overestimated them, but, I mean, their entire team is just hunkered down in this one little corner. So, I just really wanted to get that Kaga. I definitely overextended, but, oh well. It doesn't matter. Go dark. Ouch. I think I actually have to pull the trigger now because I'm probably going to die to the Colonnas behind me. Did a decent amount of damage. And hey, it's the Enterprise. The Enterprise is the one who gets me. As punishment for doing poorly at top tier, I get bumped back up to tier 10. With a submarine and a carrier. At least the carrier is only tier 8. I'm half tempted to go down the middle. Because, again, I can brawl with secondaries, but I don't really want to do that because I don't have like Hydra or anything like that, so I would probably die to torpedoes. So let's see if I can do better this time than the embarrassment that I've put on the last two matches. I mean, I didn't do awful, but the last one was definitely should not have gone as far, should not have overextended like I did. But hey, it is what it is. All right, I also want to rant about something real quick. So I put out my podcast episode on Tuesday on the MLB free agency because it was the first time since starting my podcast basically that I didn't have like something new football wise to talk about really. Like, I mean, I did talk like for 15 minutes about coaching stuff, but there wasn't like either lag. Please. There we go. But because this is the week in between the conference championship and the Super Bowl, where like it's Pro Bowl week essentially, but because the Pro Bowl is so terrible now, no one cares. So I felt like doing the baseball free agency because we're getting kind of close to spring training. I mean, I think it's like late March is when it starts, but a lot of baseball free agency has already happened and whatnot. So I felt, you know, it was a good time. Should have gone for Mosfa. But it was good time as any to do a baseball free agency recap because I felt like most of the stuff was over. So I put it out, and you know, I got through like all the big stuff, and like it felt like most of the big moves were done. And, you know, like I said during it, that it was like the Orioles, because they're the team I follow, that I would kind of figure that, or like it was kind of assumed that they were going to be going for a starting pitcher, some kind of like potential ace type pitcher, and that one of the ones they were looking at was Framber Valdez, who was former Astros pitcher. He was in free agency. He was like one of the hot free agents on the market. The deal hadn't been done yet, but it was like a lot of people were expecting the Orioles to sign them, or to sign him. And of course, like I said in the video, I was like, oh, you know, it'll probably happen sometime soon. Of course, it literally happens the next day. He doesn't go to Baltimore, also. He's signed with the Detroit Tigers, which has certainly been causing a bit of a stir in the Orioles fandom, but hopefully they just get someone else like Zach Gallen or something like that. But it was yeah, it was something to say the least. But yeah, it was of course literally the next day after I put out my free agency vid is another big free agent. Like the next big free agent news happens. It's just of course, but hey, it is what it is. I'll probably throw a comment about it on my Super Bowl recap episode, because my next one that is not sports related, and I actually probably gonna record that after I record this battle and maybe one other, depending on how this goes. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing my StarCraft Brood War recap after I wrap this up. All right. So if that Valparaiso can keep going forward, I might go in smoke and use my secondaries on him, because I don't want to get into a secondary battle with him. Since while I have a heal, the Valparaiso has more than that. Only problem is the Hawaii and the Hayate. I'm actually going to slow down a little bit. It's the Hawaii can raid army is the only problem. And then that just eliminates the whole point of being in smoke. And the Hayate obviously has torpedoes. But my guess is he is gone out of his smoke screen. Just need someone on the team to keep spotting the Valparaiso. Fortunately, I'm now inside Hawaii radar range. How much time? About 23 seconds. Might actually be time to try and do that. Let's try and get a Citadel. Nope. Fortunate. Hopefully we can still focus him down. Which is the only problem with the Hawaii's busted alternate fire can make him fire over the island. And again, why is my ping in the freaking thousands, dude? What is going on, man? Alright, and now the radar actually doesn't matter because my smoke's over. So, okay, looks like the Hayate is still in smoke. Got rid of the Valparaiso though, that is awesome. I can take that at least. I mean, I'm probably dead now. I'm definitely dead now. Can I dodge? Nope, I thought I could. I might be able to at least get some good damage on the Hayate. Can I get a Citadel in the Kremlin too? That would be pretty nice. No, he's turning away. Alright, I'll go for the Bismarck instead. Alright. I'm luckily now close enough. Well, never mind. Yeah, that's the problem with the ship, is that its armor is not great. And going up against 18-inch guns from the Kremlin, yeah. And the team was... Yeah, I mean, I definitely overpushed, but hey, I got rid of the Valparaiso, and honestly, I am perfectly fine trading myself for a Valparaiso. I am okay with that. And also pushing back their team on a flank that we're winning. You know, being the first to die sucks, but hey, I will take the trade between myself and the Valparaiso. Because obligatory, that ship is awful. I hate that ship so much. So fittingly for what might be the last battle that I record for this, I get the tier 9 match that I haven't had. You know, I've had only top tier, bottom tier, so now I get mid tier. Finally no carriers. Or submarines either, which is nice. The Friesland can be annoying, but I can deal with that because it doesn't have torpedoes. The Yugamo would be a little annoying to run into, but other than that, enemy Lepanto, I'll try not to overextend. That's what I'm going to try not to do, because I feel like I've done that too many times before. Good thing is that, yeah, the Cleveland can just keep that Friesland spotted. I might actually turn back around to try and... Oh, actually, no, he's going that way at this point. Or he's reversing. Alright, good damage on the Friesland already, which is nice. I should have gone for that Bismarck. Alright, Lepanto over there. Cleveland, you should probably back up, my guy. There's another Neptune. Let's actually do this, because the Yugamo can keep the Lepanto spotted, and I don't have to remain spotted. Only problem is if the Baltimore winds up using a radar. Well, now I really want to shoot the Baltimore, especially if he already gets hit, so I think I might just take the chance anyway. Let's actually switch secondaries over to the Baltimore. I don't think that actually gets a heal now I think about it. No, it doesn't, so yeah. Baltimore's done for. The Hipper that got him in the end. But yeah, get rid of that thing, because it's a good ship. And now I can go back to the Lepanto. Looks like he didn't even bother shooting me for some reason. I don't know why. Either that or he just missed, and I completely wasn't paying attention, but I don't know. He might have been switching to AP, but by the time he switched, I was back in smoke. So now that he's fired, I can do that, get some more damage on him, and now chase him down. I guess the Cleveland died, but also he got the Friesland. So there's a lot going on in this match so far. That Yugamo's just going off to nowhere. Good on him. Alright. I, meanwhile, am going to go back to the cap zone and try and cap it while I'm undetected. Just don't know where that Leon is. Okay, Leon's right there. Probably gonna sail into detection range. Maybe. Actually, if I slow down, I won't. Well, I will now, but see if I can get back out of his detection, or out of my detection range. I'm just worried about getting nuked by SAP by the Lepanto. But if he shoots AP, I mean, it still hurts, but just not as much, which is nice. Now we can forgo the stealth, because I'm in range of Lepanto anyway, and I can shoot him instead. I do kind of want to chase him down, but I also want to cap instead. Probably a better thing to do. Why are you shooting HE at a Leon? Your AP can do more damage to it. Yeah, your HE is going to do decent amounts of damage, but you use your AP, man. You got 410mm guns, and that's a Leon. It has terrible armor. Okay, let's see. Ponto's actually giving me some good broadsides, so let's do that. See if I can get a Citadel on him, because the Italian battleship doesn't have great Citadel protection like me, so I gotta actually turn in here real quick. Hi there, ping. At least that was... Nope, spoke too soon. Got no idea why this is happening. Never have any problems when I'm not recording. At least I was able to predict where I would end up. I want a Citadel of this Lepanto. Doesn't have great side armor. And I'm like close enough that I should be able to Citadel it. But instead, I mean, I'm doing decent damage. Hi there, Mayhem. But I would like to do more damage. Is this too much to ask? Definitely need to get rid of the Mayhem. He's not using smoke at the moment. The Lepanto using smoke. Just need the secondaries to get a little bit more accurate. Would have been nice if the Mayhem decided to turn towards me. But he didn't. So unfortunately, I cannot do that. Let's actually do this. And I think the Chios is going to be easier to at least deal damage to with my secondaries, but if he's going to go away, especially if the Lepanto's beached himself. Click on that, please. Thank you. Alright, well now the Lepanto's going dark. It doesn't matter in the end. Good. Alright, if he's going to turn that way, he's actually going to take out the possibility of his other guns. Okay, now let's shoot. There we go. That is great. Gets the Lepanto really low. And survive that. Right, let me switch to the Leon with my secondaries. Not quite. Actually, let's switch to the Chios because the Chios is closer. Here's the Mayhan. Might actually turn around here while I have the Mayhan smoke to cover me. I don't want to go too far. I might actually switch back to the Chios because he's closer and he's now taking a lot of damage. That actually didn't seem to work out. Alright, now let's shoot the Chios because I am sufficiently turned. Sweet. I can do that for now, but I'm going to have to switch back to Lepanto in a second. See, actually, is he turning back? Okay, he's actually turning back the other way. Richelieu's down there. Okay, he's not looking at me at the moment, so I don't have to worry about him too much. Secondary's back on the Mayhan. Leon didn't have a good salvo there. Good. See if I can do some good damage in return. It's not bad. I'll take it. Just get some more damage on the Mayhan, please. And hope the Richelieu... Okay. I'm a little worried about the Richelieu, but... Alright. Actually unspotted now, which is nice. Secondaries are getting a little bit more aimed on that Mayhan now. Which is good. Salvo on you. Richelieu's down. Okay, great. Leon turned away, which is not as great. Just made my salvo do basically nothing. Alright. Oh, nice. Wami got the Lepanto. Alright, I won't be angry at you anymore. You had a good salvo there. Alright. Leon is actually turning back in, which is good. Right when I reload, so hopefully this does some more damage. I kind of I wanted to go that way to just try and chase down the Leon with my secondaries, but I didn't want to sail right around in front of the Mayhan because, again, torpedoes. And this ship does not react well to torpedoes. Not like any ship reacts well to torpedoes. So I'm going to go around this way instead and try not to die to Mayhan torpedoes going this way, but, you know, well, I think this side gives me a little bit more room to maneuver. Slow down here. And, oh, nice. Get the Yugamo with secondaries. Now we can swap back to the Leon. Mayhan's definitely still in his smoke screen, I'm assuming. I'm actually going to save my guns for if and when the Mayhan pops out of smoke. Like that. So I can do that. Try and get rid of him. I got him down low, that's for sure. So I'm actually going to turn in, though, just to make sure I don't get hit by Mayhan torpedoes. The Leon's definitely dead. The Yugamo's going to get him with torpedoes there. Just the problem is now I have to go... Well, one of us has to go chase down the Mayhan. Okay, yeah. There he is. It's like, luckily the Mayhan has pretty bad concealment for a destroyer, so... Just need the Yugamo to get around to spotting him. Because after that I can turn back around and help out with the Kuchazov and the Iowa. Just need to get rid of this thing first. Problem is he's probably just going to run away. But at this point, the game is almost over, so we kind of need to get rid of him. And the Yugamo's going to be faster than me, so he's probably going to spot him before the Mayhan. What is his concealment, actually? 6.7. There he is. Actually, might be 7 too. There we go. All right. Thank you, secondaries. 2 destroyer kills the secondaries. There is the Kuchuzov. Very rare ship. Very classic ship as well. He just took a ton of damage from the Okami. Am I going to kill him? Hey, let's go. There we go. There's a good way to end it right there. Yeah, the guns are good. The armor's not the best. The concealment's really nice. The exhaust smoke is really nice, and the secondaries are really good. So this is, in situations like these, a really nice ship. Yep, I got top of the team. Actually, the Mayhem got top of the team for him as well. I guess maybe he was spotting a bunch? I don't know. Still, that was a good match right there. So that will do it for this episode. As you can see, when I'm not getting pressured by planes constantly, this thing's actually really, really good. I really like this ship. I was not expecting to like it as much as I was. I have the Napoli, so it's not my first experience with semi-armor piercing secondaries before, but I don't have either the Giuseppe Verdi or the Sicilia, which are the other Italian battleships that have SAP secondaries. So I wasn't expecting that the ship to be nearly as good as it was, mainly because I have the Ferruccio at tier 7, and I hate that ship. It's awful, but this one is so much better. The guns actually are accurate for once. The exhaust smoke is really nice. I feel like it lasts longer than the ones on the tech tree Italian battleships, and then obviously the secondaries are ridiculously good. So yeah, this is one that I'm definitely happy that I got, and it's probably going to be one that I'm playing a lot for the future. So that is everything that I have to cover here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Would love some engagement down in the comments below. If you have any ideas of what I should play for ships, I could play the Narai that I also just got in this Salvage Predictor event, which I don't like nearly as much as this ship. I don't think Narai is a bad ship, but it's just okay. But yeah, there are plenty of other ships that are out there that I can play for, so please drop a comment down below. Comment how much you like these secondaries, because they're so good. These secondaries are so good. But yeah, for whatever you like to see, drop a comment down below, or even if you are just having a good time, drop a comment and tell me how much you enjoyed this video. But that will do it. Thank you very much for watching.